Every now and then in life, you come across a person who's inspirational, somebody who challenged you to be better. You may have seen this guy around.
I look at basketball, I look at life just like I look at basketball.
Pretty sure because he has over 150,000 followers. He goes by the title, the coolest CEO. I know him as Marcus Crenshaw, aka Money Cran. If you're familiar in basketball, in particular women's basketball, then you may have heard of these guys. VNG Hoops. VNG Hoops is a marketing agency for women's basketball based in Greece. For all you Instagrammers, maybe you heard of She Hoops. She Hoops is an online community dedicated to highlighting women's basketball. Both of these movements happen to be a spin-off of a company called Hoop Cred, which was Marcus Crenshaw's first company. It was started because basically women's basketball needed more exposure, at least in Marcus Crenshaw's point of view. So why all the hoopla about women's basketball? I mean, really? How does a guy who played college basketball and men's professional basketball in Europe come up with the idea to market women's basketball? And how exactly does a guy push himself to have one of the leading sports agencies for women's basketball in the world?
I reached a new goal, I gotta make another one. Every time I reach that goal, I make another one. So dream chasing is for life.
For many years, women's basketball lacked the respect it should. And because of Marcus Crenshaw, aka the coolest CEO, that is now a different story.
If your whole family healthy, that's more stunting than anything.
But before we get into all the details about Marcus Crenshaw's height and weight and where he's from and blah, 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 I'm going to take you back a little bit to where it all started for me when I first met Marcus Crenshaw and why I decided to talk about Marcus Crenshaw, aka the coolest CEO today. It was a stormy and cold night on the 8th of October in 2008 in a city called Wrocław, Poland. My team had an away game. Yes, I was playing in Poland at the time. This would be the first time in our careers that we would face each other on the court. Now, on this day, I wasn't feeling so good. My team wasn't giving me my money. You know, we were losing, and yeah, it was just all bad. But I saw Marcus Crenshaw. I saw him warming up. I saw how hyped he was, and I know he knew who I was. I knew who he was. Yeah. So it was time to play basketball. Like I said, I wasn't feeling so well, but after seeing Marcus warm up, that got me a little bit pumped. I got a little bit hyped. I was like, all right, this guy came to play. It's time to go. To make a long story short, this dude came off the bench, scored 17 points in 16 minutes, going 6 from 12 from the field, and had 5 assists. I mean, as much as I wanted to guard Marcus Crenshaw, it didn't matter. He was hot. He was in fuego. A few weeks later, I packed my stuff, got out of Poland. I was like, I ain't gonna be getting my ass busted because I ain't really feeling like playing every game. Oh, hell no. Yeah, that was life. After bouncing around a few teams in Europe, Marcus decided it was time to come back home. I guess he had a plan. Marcus decided it was time to run the offense for a different team, his own team, as he settled out to be an entrepreneur. His goal was to push women's basketball as high as possible. If you're not familiar with Instagram, either you're living on an island somewhere or you're just one of those guys, he decided to focus on Instagram because he didn't want to do too much. He wanted to focus all his powers and energy in one platform and to gain as many followers and as much attention as possible. It worked. After putting in the grind time, VNG is now one of the leading agencies for women's basketball in the world. There's only one way to become the coolest CEO, especially when it comes to agencies and agents. Most players need direction. They need guidance. They're lost out there. At any time, a player can become vulnerable. Marcus, on the other hand, focuses on his players. He rewards them and keeping them confident in what they do, and he pushes them. This is the type of agent that you need. It's about time we finally found an agent who is cool. Hey, ladies, if you're looking to play basketball and you want to go somewhere, I suggest you look him up. Former basketball player, leader, inspirator, the coolest CEO. Ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Crenshaw.
It's your boy Money Cran, aka your favorite hooper's favorite rapper. And I'm speaking for the ballers when I say it's one thing on our mind when we wake up, and that's making it. So right now, I want everybody to put their fists in the air, man, cause we all gonna make it. Right time, right grind. Let's go.
I told you I'd make it, been waiting. I can't believe it. I gotta go out and get my shine. I know this is my time.